Adoption means like someone wants you and they love you and they want a child to love and care for. I'm happy that I have my new parents. It really changed my life. Like, I've never felt home before. Family means that they love each other, they help each other when they're having hard times, and they're always there for each other.
What I like most about it is my daughter would be able to grow up with a beautiful family, and she would know who I am too.
My goal is I want to raise a kind and good person. My daughter's name is Ngozi. It means blessing. When I spoke to her birth mother, I said, you know, this adoption is a blessing for me, but that I wanted it to be a blessing for her.
Spence Chapin helped us along every step of the way.
I just can't imagine having a family any other way.
Spence Chapin is a New York institution that's been helping to build families for over a century. In fact, we've put together thousands of families. It began in the early 1900s, like a lot of agencies did in urban areas in that time, and it began through individuals who had the interest, will, and means to find families for babies who had been orphaned. Our founders, Clara Spence on the one hand, Alice Chapin and her husband, Dr. Henry Chapin on the other, first worked individually to do that work. The two agencies came together over time and incorporated in 1946, and thus Spence Chapin began.
At Spence Chapin, we say that every child deserves a family, and we truly are able to find a loving family to embrace any child that comes through our program.
We want every child to have a bright future because that's what their birth parents want for them.
Everybody who walks into our organization is met with a level of respect and integrity to meet them exactly where they are, whether it be someone coming in to learn about their background, who was adopted with us 80 years ago, a young birth mother who's looking for counseling and support, an adopted teen who's 18 or 20 years old and is looking to sort of bring some of the pieces of their life back, together. A little 5-year-old or 6-year-old who's having some challenges with their bedtime routine or making friends, to somebody who's coming in because they're really experiencing some significant distress in their life. The Spence Chapin way is to connect with them, to respect them, and to help them find the best in themselves.
My name is Jasmine. I decided to choose Spence to help me with putting my son up for adoption. I was scared, I was nervous. I didn't have any friends who were going through the same thing that I was going through. Spence Chapin really helped me because just the calmness and the acceptance that they made me feel, that was one of the best things.
For a child that's already born, typically they will go into our interim care program. These are families that we have that care for these babies while a birth parent tries to decide what they want to do. Do I want to parent? Do I want to place this child with a family?
They were able to guide me. They were able to be the ear that I needed just to navigate my relationship with Chris and Teresa.
My name is Teresa, and I have a daughter, Sophia, who is 12, and a son who's Jack, and he is 7, and we adopted both children through Spence Chapin. The first time that we met Jasmine, it was an instant connection.
We have our own witty banner between the three of us, which is great, and we're just very open with each other. I feel like Chris and Teresa help me through certain things that I'm going through in my own life personally, and they're like my family, so it's like having another set of aunts and uncles, mom and dad. Whatever I need, they're there for me. They treat me like family. I mean, I'm lucky that I even get to say that I get to be a part of it, so that's what makes me happy.
The reason I felt that Spence Chapin really wanted to build a family is because we did meet other families before we ultimately were placed with our children. And it was about the counseling that they gave to the birth families to make sure it was the right decision.
The effect Spence Chapin has on families, it provides connections. And from birth family, adoptive family to the child. We're the connective tissue, basically, between these families.
We did an international adoption. The girls are both from Bulgaria.
Spence Chapin helped us along every step of the way. I mean, it's an overwhelming task to take on without numerous resources.
We just say that like they're going to be our mom and dad forever because like they're stuck with us. They will never get out. The glue is under them.
We recruit across the country for families to adopt children with special needs. We've partnered with a lot of the children's hospitals in the area who have children residing in their facilities whose biological parents don't have the capacity to care for their ongoing needs. And we are able to find amazing families for these children.
So Spence Chapin it is more than adoption. It's family, it's children, it's belonging, it's connections.
Every child deserves a good family because family uniquely can nurture a human being into adulthood. And we all need nurturing, and we all need love. And what I'm proud of, I've been part of an organization that works with openness and warmth and respect to help create permanency, good families for children who need them.